Hey everybody, this is Michael from Fortitude, back after a few days from Gen Con 2015, and I want to do a quick video of everything I brought back, some of the games and some of the books and different stuff like that. I guess we'll go ahead and start with one of the highest games that was on my list of stuff to grab. The first day, I went and grabbed Dark Moon from Stronghold Games. I heard about this through other podcasts and YouTube videos saying that it took what I liked about Battlestar Galactica and shortened it down to an hour and a half of play, where there's hidden traitors, hidden roles, and you don't know who's infected and who isn't. So after I heard that, it went straight to number one on my list. I had to get it, and that was the first game I picked up at Gen Con 2015, Dark Moon. Now, another game that took me a few days, or actually this is an expansion, took me a little bit to get Takenoko Chibis. Now, my daughter loves Takenoko, so when I told her that there was going to be a Chibis expansion where it's a female panda, we had to get it. But the Asmodee line was so long from everybody trying to get Mysterium and a few other things that it took me a few days instead of getting it on the first day. But eventually, I did pick it up, and Takenoko Chibis is now in our collection. Now, let's see here. Now, my other daughter likes the DC deck building game. So this was one that was on her list of games to pick up. So we went and found the DC deck building game, and we got the Arrow crossover pack. So now you can play cards from Arrow. There's Sarah, there's Diggle, let's see, Felicity, Roy Harper, Oliver Queen, of course. And we also got a promo Martian Manhunter to add to the collection. So we didn't pick up any of the other expansions right now. We just picked up the base game and the Arrow stuff to go so far. A few months ago at a nerd night, I got to play the game Machi Koro and instantly fell in love with this game. Had so much fun. Me and my daughter tried it, and we knew we had to add it to our collection, so I found that, and I also grabbed the Harbor expansion. If you don't know, you're collecting cards like the bakery and the field, the different stuff for your city because you've been elected mayor, and you're trying to get stuff from the city built, and it's all with dice, and everybody rolls the dice. They collect something if a number's rolled. So, like for example, the bakery, if they roll a 2 on a 3 or a dice, or you roll 2 or 3, you get whatever the card says. So you keep building your city, and the first person to build everything that they have to wins. It's a great game, easy to learn, and fun to play. So Machi Koro and Harbor expansion. Now, my daughter played in a game called Monster Derby. Now, I don't know a whole lot about this game. I just know that your monsters like Cyclops and different stuff like that trying to do a race and see which one wins. Well, she liked it enough to want to get a copy. Plus, when she played, she won a free expansion for the game. So that's a nice start to the Monster Derby collection. Okay. This is Castle Assault, a game of epic conquest and strategic tower defense. Now, this is a 2-player game that me and a friend, Calvin, from Direct Damage, sat down to play, where you're playing cards that have armies and you're trying to attack other players' castles. Now, you'll hear more about this game in other videos, and on the podcast, a review will be coming and unboxing, hopefully sometime soon here. And then I'll tell you more about that game. Let's see what else I picked up. I picked up some Batman sleeves because Batman, I'm I'm sure I could sleep one of my decks with that. Now, my daughter went to R&R Games, and in the coupon book, they have a thing where you can spin the wheel, and she spun, and she won a free game, so she picked up Hey Waiter. We already have one game from this series, Igor, from the movie, so looking forward to opening this and seeing what this is about. Now, as far as RPGs go, I picked up Savage Worlds. Now, I've been looking at running different other types of games, like a supernatural or horror or different stuff like that. So I've been hearing things about Savage Worlds that I might want to check out or look at, because it's just a base system which you can run anything you want with it. And I liked what I heard so far. So after watching other YouTube videos and hearing reviews, I went ahead and pulled the plug. I got Savage Worlds. I got the Superpowers Companion, so in case I wanted to run any superhero game, which more than likely will happen. Of course, I had to get the Horror Companion, because that's one of my favorite settings, is horror. And I grabbed East Texas University. Now, Wednesday night we met up with some friends, and we met up with Rob Hall from Geek Bear's Den, and he was telling me about East Texas University, how he explained it as Buffy, where you're battling supernatural, but you still have to go to school. You still have to take tests and pass exams, so you can't be out all night fighting the supernatural. He explained a little bit more into detail with it, but with that pitch and hook, I was sold. I figured might as well go ahead and try it. So I added that to my Savage Worlds collection. So looking forward to actually trying out and playing some Savage Worlds. Now, right when we were getting ready to leave Gen Con, a gentleman was telling us about his game here, which he explained it as Cards Against Humanity, except instead of words, as far as the white cards are explained, it's pictures. So you're trying to, I'll show just a little bit of it. It'll have a card like this. Our glorious leader has sent his secret police after us. So everybody looks through their hand of different pictures of stuff, and you're trying to play a card and explain why that picture helps solve that problem, or something that relates to this picture helps solve it. So it's like Cards Against Humanity and Apples to Apples and other party games like that. But he handed us a review copy, so we'll be trying that out, and I'll let you know what we got from that. And that was my Gen Con 2015 haul, and I can't wait to tell you more about it on the podcast and our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.